Hello, my name is Kevin Batanyan, or Mr. B, as my students call me, because they can't pronounce my last name, Batanyan, so they just call me Mr. B. Today I'm going to show you how to solve the last layer of the Rubik's Cube. Before you watch this video, you should refer to the videos I made 10 years ago on how to solve the first two layers. It's been a long time since I've uploaded, 10 years, but I've never completed the video series all the way through. So today I finally found time to do it. So today I'm going to show you how to do that last layer. Okay, it's going to take 3 different videos. You're going to learn how to make a yellow plus first. All right, first let's get to solving the first 2 layers. So this is layer 1 on the bottom, if you hold the cube this way, and layer 2. So these are the first 2 layers. This is the last layer. That's what I mean by today you're going to learn how to solve that last layer. So let's take a look at how to solve the first layer first. Just briefly, you have to get a white plus here first, and I found it. There's the white plus. That's the easiest way of doing it. Solving white is the easiest way to do it is to get a white plus first, and then you put in the corners. And you have to put in the correct corners too. So for example, I'm going to put this corner in. So now I have this corner here, and this is the incorrect corner. How do I know that? Because if the cube, if you hold it this way, the middle color here is red, well this sticker should be red, this sticker should be white, this sticker should be green. So this is the incorrect corner. I'm going to take that corner out and I'm going to replace it, and I see the corner and I'm going to put it in there. Alright, there it is. So I have this corner, and you can see now that this is the correct corner. I have a white sticker here, red, and it matches the red middle, and green, and that matches the middle piece. So I'm not going to go step by step on how to do this and how to do this in detail. You have to refer to my other videos. I go slowly on those other videos. There's the last corner, and notice also as I solved this first layer, I solved the second layer also. So layer 1, just like you're making jello, my mom used to make jello for us, and she would put 1 layer on the bottom of the tray, and then after that becomes jello, she'd put it back. She would put the second layer on top of that, a different color, and then the 3rd layer. So that's how you can remember it. So this is what I'm talking about, the 3rd layer. The first step to do the yellow is to get a yellow plus. Now I already have a yellow plus here, so that would be lucky if I did. That means you would skip that first step. So let me mix just the top layer up so I don't have edges solved. Say you're in this position, and this would be the worst position to be in because you have no edges. Just like I solved the white, just like I told you to make a white plus, you're going to make a yellow plus. So you have yellow in the middle, and then you're going to get a white here, a white here, not white, a yellow here, a yellow here, a yellow here, and a yellow here. Those are the edge pieces. These are the corner pieces. We don't mind the corner pieces. We want those edge pieces. All right, so here is the first step. Holding the cube here, you're going to look over my shoulder and you're going to be able to see how to do this, okay? So yellow on top. Take the side that's facing you and just go down like that. That brings 3 whites to your left side. Do that again. And then you'll have whites on your left side. Okay? 1. And then the next step is take the right side in your right hand and turn that up until you have 2 whites that come up this way. All right, let's rewind all the way to the beginning. Here we go. White, 3 white here, and then you bring this side up and you have those 2 whites. Okay, so now what's after that? Slice that away with your right finger. The top layer is going to be sliced this way. See these 3 whites? I'm going to slice it away. Let's do that again. From here, where you're trying to get the edges still, down, then the right side up, and then just take your right finger and then slice that way, And now how do you fix it? Well, let's review what we have so far before we do that. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, start memorizing this. 3, 4. Then you turn this back this way and you're going to fix everything. And then you're going to get two edges that are yellow. See that? Okay. So now, what do you do now? How do you get those two without messing up the white and these layers? Well, remember that algorithm I showed you where you go down like this? You take the front side and you go like this. You are going to take a fat piece, just like you're eating 2 layers of the cake. Take a fat piece and bring that down. It's the same thing that I just showed you a minute ago, where you go down like this and you bring those three whites on your left side. But now you are going to take 2 layers and then you're going to bring the 2 layers of white to your left side. See, let's take a look at that again. All right, you'll have that. And then you do the same pattern that I just showed you. 1, bring the right side up. Now instead of having 2 that are here on your right side, you'll only have one white facing you. Now remember what to do here. You don't turn it this way. You take your right finger and you turn these 2 whites away from you. Then you bring this white back to the bottom. Then you take your left finger and you bring that back, and you can see the cube starting to form. Now you just fix your whites like that. Then I have a yellow plus. Let's do that again. Oh, I have another cube. All right, white. White is already solved. I got the 2 layers already made for you. And I don't have any edges. You can either have 2 edges, no edges, or 4. In this situation, you have none. So we have to do the first go. Let's do that again. Here, make sure yellow's facing the ceiling. Go down here. You turn your right side, the right side of the cube up, and you'll have the 2 whites here. Now what do you do with the top? This top layer. Take your right finger and it needs to go, the top layer needs to go clockwise. Like that. Now you have the 2 whites here. What do you do with that? You bring it down that way. And then you have the 2 whites on this side. And if you just take your left finger and you go like this, you'll have the 3 whites in a line like that. And then you just fix those whites like that. And you have at least 2 edges fixed. Okay? Now, what do you do after that? Well, it's the same thing. It's just you're going to get, on the first move, you're going to get 2 layers at the same time. It's going to look like this. Here's your 2 yellows. Now, you need to have it in this position, actually. I should have mentioned that in the first part. It needs to be this way. And the L is going to be more like a T, like this, one facing down to the bottom and one facing to your right. Not facing to your right, but that's how the L is pointing. See that? These are accidental corner pieces. You don't need those. Don't even, just pretend like they're not there. All right, so what do? Instead of doing this, you have to take 2 layers. So take 2 layers, bring that down, and then you'll have 2 layers that go to your left side because it turns like that. So 1, and then your right side comes up and you'll have a white. You'll have a white sticker here, and then here, what do you do with the top? You have to turn it clockwise. Now what do you do with the white? Take the right side, turn it down there. Now what happens with the top? Does it go clockwise or counterclockwise? It goes counterclockwise. See? Because if you do go counterclockwise, you fix your whites. Then you fix 2 rows of whites, and then you just, and then you got it. All right. I hope that's helping, because now you're on your way to solving the Rubik's Cube. So we started with a dot in the middle, and then these are the edge pieces, and you need to get a white plus. If you don't know how to do this yet, you can't go on to the next video. You won't be able to solve the cube. You have to get this yellow first. So in this video, I hope you learned how to solve the edges. I hope you reviewed a little bit on how to solve the first and second layer, and then you were able to get a yellow plus. This is going to take maybe 5 minutes of practice. That's it for this one. This is the easy part. The next part is going to take some time. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're on your way. I hope you're inspired to learn the Rubik's Cube. Everyone should learn it. It's not an electronic. You don't have to plug it in. You don't need battery power. You just put this in your backpack and wherever you go on the plane. That's how I learned. I brought this on the plane, standing in line somewhere, took out the Rubik's Cube, and just played with it. Great invention, Ernesto Rubik from Hungary. Thank God. The 80s, early 80s. Actually, I think it's late 70s when it was the Magic Cube. No, it was called the Magic Cube or something like that. I got to get my facts straight. But early 80s, it was definitely popular. See you in the next video.